So this looks different. Something's missing. Can someone raise your hand and tell me what appears to be completely missing in this problem compared to what we have been doing? Teus?
C.
C is missing.
Okay.
There is no C. In the last example, we had a number over here, and we could move it over, and then we have C. Here, we do not. It is completely missing. Even if I move 0 over, which is pointless, I still wouldn't have C. C would still be 0. It would be nothing. It would be gone. Does anyone have an idea of what I can do with this? There are two ways that we're going to look to do this. Can someone give me one idea? Christian? If I bring B over here and then bring it back, I'm right back where I've started, and that doesn't actually get me anywhere. Hannah? Okay, one option, and we're going to pursue this one first, is that C is 0. Okay, so that means that A is 2, B is 3, C is 0. And let's set up our X method. Follow along with me on this part, please. Remember, the top of the X method is A times C. If we're going to say that C is 0, what is A times C? 0. So we are multiplying to make 0. B is 3. Our denominator is 2. This should be a very easy one to find the two numbers if you stop and think about it. If I said C is 0, then here's what I'm looking for. I want two numbers. These two numbers will multiply to make 0. There's a big hint right there. But they will add to make 3. Raise your hand if you know the two numbers I'm thinking of. They multiply to make 0, but they add to make 3. Colin. 0 and 3. And again, we can use our shortcut the exact same way. 0 over 2 would reduce to just plain 0. 0 is not positive or negative, so we know right away one of our answers is 0. The other one, instead of positive 3 over 2, would be negative 3 over 2, and that's it. But I said there were two ways to do this. When you are asked to factor, this requires us to remember something from last semester. When you are asked to factor, anytime you're asked to factor, who remembers what you are actually supposed to look for first? Before you choose to do the X method, before you do anything else, when you are asked to factor, what do you look for first? Rolla? A common factor. You look for what they have in common. What do these two things, 2x squared and 3x, have in common? X. Here's the other option. We'll split it down the middle. If I had this same problem, I could say, wait a minute, they both have x, and I will factor out an x. If I factor out an x, instead of 2x squared, I took one of the x's out, it's just 2x. Instead of plus 3x, I took one of the x's out, it's just plus 3. And then you solve the two different sides. X by itself equals 0, and 2x plus 3 equals 0. Either one of these methods will lead you to this answer that we got earlier. I personally feel that X method with a 0 at top is faster, but some people prefer to do this.